Hello and welcome back to another episode of Don't Call Me Skinny. Super excited to be here with you today. Obviously, this is a little late getting out there. Happy Monday. This is not a Muscle Monday episode. This is just a regular episode coming at you. Y'all, I cannot figure out why my computer keeps wanting to not have a camera on it. It's really annoying. Anyways, it is going to be what it's going to be again. So here we go. Welcome. Hello, everybody. Hopefully everybody has recovered from the holiday. One holiday down, another holiday to go still. I'm going to talk briefly here about Fat Loss Basics. We start in just about 1 week, right? January 6th. That would be a week from today. You can get in now. Today, I'm still calling in 6 women. 6 of you ladies are listening to this, knowing that you need to change, you need to do something different. And here we go. We need to be taking action. I recorded another confidence corner with Vicki this morning. I'm not 100% sure it will air or when it will air. It will air, but when it will air. And we talked a lot today about like how confidence comes from taking action. And I'm really excited to get it out there to people to listen to it so they can understand and start movement. But you guys have to take fucking action. Do it scared, do it ugly, do it whatever, do it not knowing the outcome, and just fucking start doing something different. And a lot of what we do, and this is going to segue into today's topic that I wanted to talk briefly about. But I'm going to say this. I'm really frustrated sometimes when women are just confused. And it's not the confusion that is the frustration part. It's the fact that they give themselves no opportunity to learn, no space to make mistakes. We have these extreme high expectations. And I'm going to say this. Your health requires you to learn skill sets that you do not have. Okay? Your health requires you to learn things that you don't know how to do yet. Maybe you don't actually know how to track your food. You might think you do, but you don't, right? Maybe you're tracking your food right now and like nothing's changing. Nothing's working. You're still not losing weight. Either you don't have the right numbers or you don't fucking know what you're doing. Like there's nothing wrong with either of those things. Not having the right numbers is okay. Not doing the right things is not knowing what you're supposed to do. These are okay things. There's nothing wrong about you for not knowing what you're supposed to do. The problem becomes is that when you don't understand that you then probably need to seek outside help to learn, to educate yourself, right? Part of what we talked about on the Confidence Corner today, and it's going to air in a bigger way, she had asked a question of like, how do you use the scale without becoming so attached to the numbers? How do you use a scale in a way that makes sense and so that you can use it? And here's what this is the same thing I told her. The same way that you would use data for anything else in your fucking life. What would you do if you're trying to run a business? You would use KPIs, okay? I can't even remember what it stands for, but it's like metrics in your business, right? How do you balance your checkbook or how do you balance your bank account? It's the same fucking way. You get data back. Oh, when you go swipe your fucking card and it declines, well, guess you need to fucking do something different now, don't you? You either need to make more money or you need to move money or you need to whatever. So it gives you that actionable step, what you're supposed to do next. The problem is that majority of women are not educated on the skills that they need in order to fucking get healthy. You are not educated. There is a huge gap of what you think you're supposed to do, what you're doing, and what you really need to do, and then doing it. There is a huge fucking gap here. And this becomes a problem when we have the supplement slingers who are just like, oh, I'll try this. Oh, I'm just going to take this supplement and then I'm going to be fixed and everything will be fine. And no, that's not a skill set. If what you're doing to lose this weight that you cannot get rid of, that you need to let go of, that you have to change, it is going to require you to learn a skill. And if you're doing things that have no actionable skill that you have to learn, it is not correct. It will not help you. It will not work long term. It will not be the thing that gets you where you want to go. Period. It's not going to be the thing that gets you there. I know that might hurt your feelings. I understand that that might trigger some of you or ignite you and piss you off. But if you're doing the things that do not require you to learn a fucking skill, it will not work. Understanding your food is a skill. Understanding what's a protein, carb, and fat is a skill. Understanding measurements is a skill. Understanding how to progressive overload at the gym is a skill. Understanding how to get consistent is a skill. These are all skill things that you have not learned because you just want to take the easy way out. Or maybe you keep trying the same thing over and over and nothing changes. Definition of insanity. If you are not forcing yourself to get a new skill to learn, you will not get where you want to go. These are the things that I teach in Fat Loss Basics. You must have a skill. You must learn something new. I'm going to say this, and it's going to even sound like skill's not a word anymore because like, what the fuck? Because I'm going to say it so many times because it's what you need to hear. It is what you need to hear. If you're not getting a skill set, if you're not learning something, if you're not uncomfortable, if you're not in the muck, if everything feels too easy, it's not going to work for you. You've already done all that shit. You've already done the supplements. You've already done the happy juice. You've already done the fucking fat burners. You've already done the wraps. You've already done the shakes and teas. You've already done it all. And it's not working long term because it's not a skill. Your health is going to require you to fucking use your brain and learn. Learn about yourself. Learn about food. Learn about your relationship with yourself and about food and with food, I should say. That is what this requires. That is what this takes. That is what this is. And you're not getting out of that part of it. Understanding how to use the scale as a tool. That is a skill. Understanding other ways to measure your progress is a skill. This all matters at the end of the day. It all is encompassing. And if you're not literally learning, growing, getting uncomfortable, then this ain't for you. Because you are going to have to do something completely different, something completely new, something that's so hard in the moment. It might feel so hard in order for you to get where you want to go. These are skills that you have to obtain. You did not come out of the womb riding a bike, but I guarantee you the majority of us can ride a fucking bike. Why? Is it because you quit or is it because you fucking kept going? You're like, oh my God, I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to fucking figure it out. Okay. You didn't learn how to drive if you drive without learning skills. You have to learn skills. You have to be able to multitask. You have to be able to look at multiple things at once. You have to be able to use your eyes and your ears. You have to be able to do all these things. It is a skill, right? Working out, it's a skill. Understanding your food, it's a skill. Just like everything else that we have in life. Like some of you might have a job that requires you to use Sheets or Excel. That's a skill that I don't have that. I'm not very good. I'm like on the very low end of that. It is not a skill that I have developed. Like at all. I'm terrible, right? If it's a skill that I wanted to get better at, I would have to fucking do the things to get better at it. What would you tell me? If you are an Excel whiz, what would you tell me? How would you tell me to get better? What would you tell me? What would you do? Right? It's the same concept. That is what I do in Fat Loss Basics. This is what I teach you. I teach you the skills necessary to overcome the things that you have not yet been able to overcome. Regardless of the reason why, regardless of if you tried everything and nothing worked, regardless of if this person or that person's fault, regardless of if you have medication that you're taking that has made you gain weight, I don't care. It's partially because most often you have not learned the skills that your health requires. And if you think that you're going to get out of this system without fucking learning these skill sets, you're not. Okay? So Fat Loss Basics, here we go. Link in the show notes. Let's make it happen. Calling in 6 of you. Calling in 6 of you. I am calling in 6 women who are fucking ready to learn the skills necessary for their health forever. Forever. Not for tomorrow, not for the next week, not for new year, new me. Not for any of that shit. Forever. Forever. 6 of you. Let's make it happen.